Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So I'm thinking that Elon Musk, he is becoming more unpopular than venereal diseases at this point. I mean, I was thinking about it. I mean, at least there are medications and cures for VD, right? Anyway, I will dive into those numbers in a minute, but first I wanted to share that the courts are finally stepping in. They're trying to pump the brakes on Musk and his DOGE boy band, which I'm now calling the Backdoor Boys. U.S. District Judge Colleen Kolar-Kotelly has issued a temporary restraining order over all of this garbage that they have going on with the Treasury Department. They blocked the DOGE team from accessing government systems within the Treasury Department. So this was in response to a lawsuit that had been filed against the Trump's Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent. So the judge basically told Bessent that only employees of the Treasury Department can have access to this information. And she specifically noted, quote, not a special government employee. That is important because that's the title that Trump gave to Musk. So we'll see if they comply. I mean, Trump's administration has already been pushing the boundaries and they've been refusing to comply with court orders in other areas because just last week they called a court order, quote, ambiguous and said that, you know, they didn't need to follow it because, and this was in regard to the funding freeze. Also, I mean, here's the thing, right? It's like Netflix or any of these other providers saying, oh, don't share your login with people who don't have a subscription with us. I mean, people still do it, right? So they're saying, oh, well, you know, he can't go in there, you know, Musk can't go in there, Musk can't, and his people, his boy band can't go in there and look at this stuff. You know, and by the way, have you guys heard about this? One of the boys in this boy band, the Backdoor Boys, his online name, I'm not making this up, his online handle is Big Balls. So Big Balls has our information. Big Balls has access or has been able to access social security numbers, addresses, you know, possibly bank account information of Americans. Yeah. Anyway, I mean, and ew, right? Ain't nobody got time for that. So anyway, honestly, what is the court going to do? Right? What can the court do? He is the richest man in the world. How can they possibly punish him? How much money would it take to stop him? The only thing that might hurt him is if the judge throws him in jail for a few days. But he could always flee the country, right? Or he could go hide out at Mar-a-Lago. Are they going to hand him over? So we are now very literally in a constitutional crisis. There is no accountability left in this country, right? I mean, if they just give the court a big middle finger, what can be done? So we'll see. In the meantime, though, polling shows that Musk is wildly unpopular with the general public, and even some of MAGA is turning on him. So there was a Quinnipiac poll that was conducted January 29th that shows that 39% of respondents say that they like the role that he's playing in Trump's administration. 53% disapprove. And on a personal level, Musk's favorability rating is in negative territory. It's at minus 11 points. And it's just not the Democrats who've soured on Musk. This is, like I said at the beginning, this is also MAGA. This is Republicans turning on him. So back in November, right before the election, they conducted, The Economist, I should say, and YouGov conducted a poll. At that time, 47% of Republicans said, yes, I want Musk to have a, quote, lot of influence in the Trump administration. That same poll was repeated, and his numbers have just completely plummeted. Only 26% of Republicans now say they want him to have a lot of influence. 43% said they want him to have some influence, And 17% of Republicans say they want Musk nowhere near government functions. So that change in sentiment appears to be directly tied to the DOGE boy band, because some of these people seem to be opposed to Musk in general, but then there's others who are specifically calling out the DOGE backdoor boys. So there was a person that you see here that tweeted out, "I voted Trump, not Musk." Other people, though, like I said, are calling out DOGE in particular and his boy band. So this other person posted, quote, "Not a liberal, voted for Trump, but I do not consent to Musk or DOGE accessing U.S. citizens' sensitive financial data." And then over on Reddit, in a conservative group specifically, one user asked the question, quote, "Nobody else feels weird about a bunch of immigrant teenagers having access to literally all our shit?" I love how, this person takes issue specifically with the idea that the DOGE boy band is, potentially made up of immigrants. And then they later replied to their own comment with this, quote, "So America First was just bullshit then? We've got highly intelligent American men and women that can do this job. They're already sending out emails on unsecured servers, for fuck's sake." Yeah, but her emails. And then Musk's numbers have tanked with independents. I mean, just really bad. So only 6% of independent voters want Musk to have a lot of influence in Trump's White House. Back in that November survey, it was 26%. And these low approval numbers are translating into low Tesla sales. So after Musk's little Nazi salute stunt a few weeks back, and then, of course, he followed that up with comments that the Germans should just forget about their ties to Hitler and, oh, forget about your past crimes. You shouldn't feel guilty about it. Yeah. So Tesla sales in Germany dropped 59% in January. So this isn't just a matter of people not buying cars right now or not particularly interested in EVs, because they are purposely going to other companies, other electric manufacturers, and purchasing cars in the same amount. So they're trading Tesla for other brands. And then Tesla sales are also down in France by 63% and 12% in Britain. And they've dropped 44% in Sweden and 38% in Norway. In Australia, on a year-over-year basis, Tesla sales were down 33% in January. And then purchases have also been lagging in the U.S., and with California in particular, which is like, Tesla heaven, and you see a Tesla every other car. Sales in California have dropped 11.6%. So, yeah, Elon is destroying America and he's destroying Tesla. Yay. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, please share, and subscribe. Please donate if you can. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.